Hello everyone, and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. I'm excited you're here. Are you ready to discover how to navigate the storms of life with unshakable calm and confidence? Imagine a life where external chaos has no power over your inner peace. Where stressful situations simply roll off you, like water off a duck's back. How incredible would that be? Today, we're diving deep into 10 simple yet profound Buddhist principles that can help you stay unbothered, regardless of life's inevitable ups and downs. We are going to explore Buddhist practices that will help you become a rock, steady, calm, and in charge. As the Buddha himself wisely said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. These timeless teachings are designed to empower you to strengthen your mind, master your emotions, and respond to challenges with an unshakable sense of serenity. So, let's get started on this journey of inner transformation. If this sounds like something you would find beneficial, please click the like button below, and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth. The first principle we'll look at is, listen twice as much as you speak. This principle isn't just about polite conversation, it's a powerful key to unlocking inner peace and wisdom. Listening more than you speak is a highly effective way to absorb wisdom and maintain composure in challenging situations. When you truly listen, you fully understand others before reacting, minimizing misunderstandings and impulsive decisions. Silence provides valuable space for reflection, allowing your words to be more thoughtful and considered when you do speak. In addition, actively listening gives you greater emotional control. You become less easily swayed by distractions, emotional triggers, or provocations. It allows you to carefully assess the situation before responding, leading to calmer, more rational decisions. As the Buddha wisely said, speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you. This profound statement reminds us that rushing to speak without thoughtful consideration can lead to unnecessary problems and conflict. By consciously choosing to listen first, we remain grounded, peaceful, and in control of our reactions. It's a simple yet transformative practice that can significantly enhance our inner harmony and improve our relationships. If you have any other insights about this important principle, or if it's helped you stay calm in a stressful situation, please let us know in the comments. The second principle, always expect the worst. Now, this may sound a bit pessimistic at first glance, but let's clarify that expecting the worst doesn't mean embracing negativity. It's about being prepared for any potential outcome. When you anticipate challenges or setbacks, you significantly reduce the shock when they inevitably occur. This preparation allows you to handle them with greater composure and grace. This mindset helps you stay calm and unbothered, because you're mentally and emotionally ready for potential difficulties, rather than being caught off guard. By expecting the worst, you're actively building emotional resilience. You learn to accept that life is inherently uncertain, and you become less easily overwhelmed by disappointment or unexpected roadblocks. This proactive approach helps you navigate challenging situations with a sense of groundedness and inner strength. As the Buddha said, nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. This powerful teaching underscores the importance of guarding our thoughts and preparing ourselves mentally for life's uncertainties. When we do this, we protect our inner peace from being easily disturbed by external events. So, embracing this principle isn't about dwelling on negativity, it's about cultivating a mindset of preparedness and resilience that allows you to navigate life's challenges with calm assurance. If you're enjoying the content and find it beneficial, click the like button and subscribe for more valuable insights. The third principle, don't allow the comments and attitudes of others to control your life. It's incredibly easy to be affected by what others think or say about us, especially in today's hyper-connected world. But allowing their comments to dictate your emotions is essentially giving them the power to control your inner peace. Instead, it's essential to focus on your own core values, your inner strength, and your personal sense of integrity. Remember that the opinions of others are often shaped by their own insecurities, biases, or misunderstandings. There's absolutely no need to take them personally. As the Buddha wisely said, let none find fault with others, let none see the omissions and commissions of others. But let one see one's own acts, done and undone. This profound statement reminds us to shift our focus inward, concentrating on our own actions, our own growth, and our own personal development rather than being swayed by the judgments of others. By doing so, you stay true to yourself, you remain unshaken by external opinions, and you maintain a sense of inner peace and authenticity. It's about cultivating a strong sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on the approval of others. So, remember to let go of the need for external validation and embrace your own inner compass. Let your actions be guided by your own values and beliefs. You can learn how to control your own life and destiny if you click the like button and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth. Fourth on our list, prepare to fail, because it is the only way to progress. Failure is an inevitable part of the human experience, so instead of fearing it or trying to avoid it at all costs, embrace it as a stepping stone to growth and success. Each failure offers invaluable lessons that can help you refine your skills, deepen your understanding, and ultimately improve your approach. When you anticipate and prepare for failure, it no longer feels like a devastating setback, but rather a necessary and valuable part of the process. This mindset allows you to remain calm, focused, and resilient, even when things don't go according to plan. As the Buddha aptly said, chaos is inherent in all compounded things, strive on with diligence. This powerful teaching reminds us that life is inherently full of uncertainties and challenges. By persevering through failure, we strengthen our character, we build emotional resilience, and we continue to move forward with purpose and determination. It's about viewing failure as a learning opportunity, not a personal defeat. So, embrace failure, learn from it, and keep moving forward with unwavering determination. That's the key to lasting progress. And remember, you're going to be okay. There's 6 more life-altering suggestions to come, so like and subscribe. Fifth, be aware of the dangers of fortune. Fortune, whether it takes the form of wealth, success, or fame, can often be deceiving. While it might seem like having good fortune automatically leads to lasting happiness and fulfillment, it often brings with it a host of potential challenges, including attachments, fear of loss, and unrealistic expectations. When we become overly dependent on material success or external validation, we risk losing sight of what truly matters in life: inner peace, contentment, and genuine connection. The more attached we are to our fortunes, the more vulnerable we become to anxiety and dissatisfaction, because external circumstances are always subject to change. We must remember that all things in life, including wealth and success, are inherently impermanent. Just as they come, they can easily go. True strength lies in not allowing your happiness to be solely tied to these external factors. Instead, practice contentment and gratitude for what you have in this moment, while understanding that fortune is unpredictable and fleeting. As the Buddha wisely said, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. This profound quote reminds us that the most valuable treasures in life are not found in material possessions or worldly success, but in cultivating a healthy, content, and faithful life. By being aware of the potential dangers of fortune and not clinging to it too tightly, you remain balanced, grounded, and unshaken, even in times of great change or uncertainty. This awareness frees you to focus on what truly matters: inner peace, meaningful relationships, and living a life of purpose. If you've had enough, just like and subscribe, and you will get more videos for free. Sixth, do not cling to a single hope. Holding on too tightly to a single hope or a specific outcome can create unnecessary stress and suffering, especially when things don't go as planned. Life is inherently unpredictable, and when we cling to one particular expectation, we inevitably set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead of becoming overly attached to specific outcomes, it's important to remain flexible, adaptable, and open to change. This approach allows you to flow with life's uncertainties, navigate unexpected detours, and avoid becoming overwhelmed when things take a different turn. Attachment to one particular outcome also limits your ability to see new opportunities that may arise along the way. When you let go of rigid expectations, you open yourself up to a wider range of possibilities, and often life unfolds in ways that are even better than you could have initially imagined. Embracing this adaptability means that no matter what happens, you can remain peaceful, centered, and resilient. As the Buddha wisely taught, attachment leads to suffering. This simple yet profound truth reminds us that clinging tightly to a specific hope or outcome ties us to a cycle of anxiety and distress. By releasing these attachments and embracing the natural flow of life, you free yourself from the fear of failure and disappointment. Instead, you gain the ability to face any outcome with grace, equanimity, and inner strength. 7th, keep it simple. Simplicity is one of the most powerful tools you can use to maintain peace of mind and inner balance, especially in today's fast-paced and complex world. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the demands and distractions of modern life, whether it's chasing material success, juggling too many responsibilities, or constantly striving for more. When you intentionally simplify your life, you free yourself from the weight of unnecessary stress, distractions, and clutter, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Keeping things simple allows you to clear your mind, prioritize your values, and cultivate a sense of calm and composure. Simplicity applies not only to your physical surroundings, but also to your thoughts and actions. Avoid overcomplicating situations with too many expectations, elaborate plans, or excessive worries. When you adopt a simpler approach, you're able to respond to life's challenges with more ease, clarity, and effectiveness. You can find joy in the small things, appreciate the present moment, and cut out the excess that often weighs us down. By cutting out the excess, you create space for more peace, mindfulness, and intentionality in your day-to-day life. As the Buddha said, to live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. This emphasizes the idea that true happiness doesn't come from accumulating possessions or making life overly complex, but from embracing simplicity and living with less attachment. When you simplify your life, you reduce the chances of becoming overwhelmed by external factors, allowing you to remain centered, grounded, and resilient, no matter what life throws your way. 8th, practice humility in your life. Humility is one of the most profound virtues, and it holds immense power in helping you stay grounded and unbothered by life's ups and downs. Practicing humility means recognizing that you don't have all the answers and that you're always learning and growing. It's about acknowledging your imperfections, embracing your limitations, and remaining open to new perspectives. When you adopt a humble mindset, you're less concerned with proving yourself to others and more focused on self-improvement and personal growth. Humility protects you from the pitfalls of pride, which can often cause emotional distress, conflict, and unnecessary suffering. When your ego is challenged, pride often invites unnecessary conflict and emotional reactions, because it makes us overly sensitive to criticism or failure. On the other hand, humility keeps us calm, collected, and resilient, because we're not trying to defend a fragile sense of self. When you practice humility, you accept that mistakes and setbacks are a natural part of life. This acceptance allows you to move through challenges without feeling shaken or defensive, because you're not tied to an inflated self-image. You remain open to learning, growing, and improving yourself, rather than being trapped by the need to appear perfect or always be right. Humility also fosters compassion and understanding toward others. It enables you to see situations from different perspectives and approach them without judgment or arrogance. This leads to healthier relationships, because you're more likely to respond with kindness, patience, and empathy, rather than reacting out of a sense of superiority. As the Buddha said, those who have failed to work toward the truth have missed the purpose of living. This quote highlights that living truthfully involves acknowledging our own limitations and imperfections, and humbly striving to learn and grow. We have 2 more excellent tips to go, so you might as well subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth. 9th, make alliances with winning people. The people you choose to surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, your emotions, and your overall growth. When you form alliances with positive, driven, and emotionally resilient individuals, you naturally begin to adopt their winning attitudes and habits. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those around you are ambitious, kind, and focused on self-improvement, their influence will help you become more grounded, determined, and unshaken by life's challenges. On the other hand, being in the company of negative, complacent, or toxic individuals can drain your energy, hinder your progress, and undermine your inner peace. Winning people aren't necessarily the wealthiest or most successful in a material sense. They are those who prioritize personal growth, act with integrity, and maintain a balanced perspective on life. These people will be there to support you when you face challenges, offering sound advice, constructive criticism, and celebrating your victories without envy. Their calm demeanor and ability to handle adversity without losing control will inspire you to do the same, helping you maintain your peace and focus regardless of external pressures. One of the greatest benefits of surrounding yourself with winning individuals is the emotional stability they bring. These people don't allow themselves to be consumed by negativity, drama, or self-doubt. Instead, they maintain a calm and resilient outlook, even when faced with adversity. By spending time with them, you absorb their habits of emotional control, learning how to stay composed and unbothered by life's difficulties. As the Buddha wisely said, an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This highlights the importance of choosing your company carefully. Negative people can poison your thoughts and drain your energy, whereas positive allies will help you grow stronger and more centered. Finally, the 10th principle: never forget that your reactions forge your destiny. The way you react to life's events, both big and small, ultimately shapes the path your life takes. Every decision you make, every word you speak, and every response you give has a ripple effect that influences your future. This is why it's so crucial to develop emotional control, practice mindfulness, and cultivate a sense of intentionality in your reactions. When you let emotions like anger, frustration, or fear take control of your reactions, you essentially give up your power and allow external situations to steer your life in an undesirable direction. In contrast, when you stay calm, centered, and purposeful in your responses, you take charge of your own destiny. In Buddhist philosophy, this idea is closely linked to the concept of karma. Karma isn't simply about actions, it's also about the intentions and feelings behind those actions. If you react with anger, hatred, or impatience, you're sowing the seeds of negativity that will eventually grow into problems and suffering. But if you respond with patience, compassion, and wisdom, you're creating good karma that leads to better outcomes and a more peaceful life. Buddhist teachings highlight this idea: we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. This means that your thoughts and reactions essentially build your life. If your mind is full of negative thoughts and reactive impulses, your life will likely follow a similar pattern. However, if you nurture a mindset of peace, patience, and understanding, your responses will reflect that inner calm, leading to a life of harmony and growth. In conclusion, these 10 principles act as a guide to living a more centered, calm, and fulfilled life, so I encourage you to explore these concepts. By mastering your mind, you can master your own destiny and stay unbothered by the circumstances around you. Don't forget to take the time to put these principles into practice. Thank you for watching, and please, click that like button and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth.